Yes, everyone. Happy New Year's. How you guys are doing today? Very excited for this game. I'm sure you guys have seen the lineup. I'm a little bit late. I just got back from the gym. Obviously, my New Year's resolution, now that I've got myself engaged, is to lose as much weight as humanly possible. Like, you've only ever known me to have like a bit of a potato head, to be honest with you. But like back when I was younger, yeah, it used to be a shutdown. I'll be honest with you. Like I would look like a different person to you entirely. So I'm thinking, listen, if I'm gonna be stepping into the next stage of my life, I need to be stepping into that stage looking as sexy as possible and as fit and healthy as possible. Yeah. So yeah, man, that's where I was today. Just trying to grind up. Very big year for myself and the channel. I've got a lot of other ventures I've been working on behind the scenes. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot coming up, but I'm excited. I'm excited. But my friends, great to see some of you guys here without the mask, my guy. Happy New Year's, bro. Thank you for always showing love and always being about and being one of the first commenters. Like, your streak is like ridiculous, to be honest with you. Great to see some of you guys here. Yes, Tanner. Happy New Year to yourself, bro. Pranay Gupta, how you doing, bro? Happy New Year's. So, you know what? I'm supposed to be in India actually right now. It's a shame I wasn't able to go in the end. Obviously, the missus and her family have gone. Yeah, I'm hoping at some point I get to come through. They're going to like Mumbai and Goa. They're going all over the gaff, to be honest with you. I just wasn't able to go, but I'm hoping I'm gonna find myself in India one day. Really excited to be there. Yes, David, how you doing? Daniel, how you doing? Babushka, your view on Ajimpong sign? Like, not even a hi, Happy New Year's, you know what I mean? Nothing like that. You want to get straight into things, yeah? Okay, say less. Let's get straight into things then. But Babushka, you know, you're gonna have your discussion that you want, and yeah, let's look at this lineup. And you know what I said in my preview, I was a bit optimistic about this game because my take on Maresca this season is that I just couldn't envision him making another similar mistake. I couldn't envision him shoehorning in experience for the sake of it when quite obviously it's having a big contradiction to this system. And I'm always like religiously saying, with how we play, there's an emphasis on the overloads. I think obviously, I'm sure you guys have seen Glasner's comments on socials talking about how we can like shift to like a 3-1, 6-1 and, you know, 3-3-4 and all that jazz. But the reason why Maresca encourages that is so we can overload the opposition. The best ways to do that is by creating those 3v2s, those 2v1s. And most times, you're doing that in the wide areas. You're doing that in the wide areas. Okay, I'm seeing that Noni Madueke is on the screen here. He should not be here. Let me just like quickly edit that, my guys. But yeah, as I'm saying, it's about creating the overload. That is the emphasis. So it means that you need to encourage your wide players defensively to play past the halfway line, to create the underlapping options, the overlaps, and just general support to make sure your wingers aren't themselves getting beaten 2v1. We've seen our wingers kind of being far removed from the game. They've been limited to just putting in swinging crosses inside the box because they've got no one to really connect to. They're by themselves and they're encouraged to play backwards. So they're obviously not going to lose possession of the ball for no reason. So, you know, this was the biggest weakness we've seen in the last two games, I'd say, versus Everton and obviously against Fulham. And it came at a contradiction to what we've been doing throughout this season. So for myself, the only way to fix this was for Maresca to trust the squad. You have to trust them. You have to go for the players that complement the roles in your system. Because if you don't do that, you know, football is a team game. It's a team game. The strength of the unit is more important than the individual. Unless that individual is flipping Ronaldo or Messi or someone who's just out of this world. But that's like a handful of players at this level that you can actually even look towards to begin with. So I'm glad that Maresca's done this. And it's got me thinking about how we're going to potentially set up. Now, on one hand, I'm getting the vibe that we could be seeing maybe Malo Gusto potentially inverting in midfield again. Let's see how that works. I still haven't been too enamored by him playing that role. Are we going to see a surprise? Are we going to see a Jimpong in the middle? I'd be very surprised by that. I think our best presence in the middle of this season has been Levi Cole. I think that left foot, as well as his passing ability and weight of pass and just the genius on the ball, You know, he's been our best first phase defender, which basically means he's the one who receives from the keeper. He kickstarts the attacks and he opens the field up. I mean, you know, he was the guy that was finding Cole Palmer between the lines. You know, all these little like tiny details that us fans can just ignore and just forget at times. So could that maybe mean that maybe Cucurella will play as the left-sided centre-back today? I'm kind of getting that inclination. We might be seeing something like that against Crystal Palace. Of course, Malo Gusto, I think, obviously, here's the thing, yeah? Tactically, he understands it. And what I mean by that is that he knows how to arrive in spaces. He isn't afraid to be there. He's not shying away. He knows, shit, this is the role I have to be in. But it's just been his overall quality on the ball that's been letting down his understanding of the role, because a lot of times the final pass hasn't been right and the quality there hasn't been consistent. Is Maresca seeing something today, or is he simply saying, you know what, for the sake of the system, because we're rotating today, I need to use you there for the sake of balance? And listen, if that works and that actually helps the other players around him profit, so be that. So I'm really curious to see how we're going to be setting up today in terms of how we position our defence, because my inclination is that it'll be Cucurella on the left, Cole in the middle, a Jimpong on the right sides, with Gusto and Vying alongside Moises, and of course Enzo and Palmer, you know, doing what they were doing best during that great run we went on. You know, having the license to break into the books, offer third man runs. You know, when you're playing against teams that are going to just like pack the middle, use a mid block, low block, and congest those spaces, you know, essentially funneling all your plays back into the middle. If you don't have third man runs in behind, yeah, to stretch the opposition, to move their blocks, yeah, it means that you end up playing in front of defenses. We've seen that a million times. Listen, for me, the worst I've seen it was actually, I'd probably say, maybe under Thomas Tuchel, because I just felt like with how good Tuchel was, there's no excuse for him to be shoehorning in the same approach without any type of adaptation, because, you know, because he's only caring about defensive balance and not conceding. You know, he picked up way too many draws under Tuchel than we had to. And that was the worst I saw it, because we kept coming up against this opposition that played in that manner. So again, like I said in my preview, I just had this vibe and feeling that Maresca wasn't going to make silly mistakes for the sake of it. I feel like he's a quick learner and he's going to go for the system over the player. And I think today, this is why we're seeing this lineup, and hopefully it's going to have a positive impact and positive effect. I think playing against Crystal Palace historically, you know, we've won our last 6 games at Selhurst Park. We constantly beat them. We're unbeaten in the last 12 games, and I'm sure it's even longer than that. I just haven't even looked yet. I've only looked at the last like 10 to 12 games. You know, this is a good opposition for us to play against. Now, we got a draw against them earlier this season, but I do feel like we weren't really peaking around that time. But I think now is an opportunity to be aggressive, play with balls again, play on the front foot, cause issues, and make the opponents respect us compared to respecting our opponents. So yeah, that's my take on the lineup, my guys. But I do have some questions on the screen. I've got a super chat here. Much love to Matt and Happy New Year's, bro. Your question is, Crystal Palace winning today, unfortunately. Wow, come on, man. It's way too... Nah, I'm sorry. Maybe, listen, maybe I'm just emotionally not there today, yeah? I had a pretty productive day. Today I've been cleaning up. I made a nice, healthy lunch. I banged out the gym today as well. I set up the stream. You know what I mean? I just feel like I'm trying to live this like clean girl aesthetic. You know what I mean? I'm just not there mentally with you, bro. So just lose this faith in my team like that. I'm feeling optimistic, yeah. I'm feeling optimistic. So I appreciate the love and support, man. And I guess we'll find out in like 2 hours time whether I'm right or you're wrong. But I feel like we might be getting the win today. I think maybe 2-1, 3-1. I think we have enough in our game. And I just feel inspired by the lineup, because I didn't feel like we had to change things that much in the last 2 games. If we just maybe entrusted a Jimpong with someone. So it's great to see that a Jimpong now is being introduced, because listen, when clubs like Madrid, when flipping Bayern Munich, they offered more money. They offered him a higher contract than us to sign him, because Company was going to introduce him straight away. This ain't just any kid from your academy who's just like, oh, it doesn't really matter if you sell him on, blah, blah, blah. No, this is a serious talent who's got serious plus side. There's a reason why Maresca himself actually gave the final okay to Achimpong to encourage him to remain here because he has a long-term future here. And he does, because you don't know what will happen to Reece James or others down the line. This is someone who's good enough to be playing. And I think it's a great sign from Maresca. And it's why I've just got this sense of optimism from him, because he used to be a youth team manager. He's been here. He understands it. He knows what to look for like the top quality talent that can contribute right now. And I've just had this suspicion before this game that listen, I'm surprised that Achimpong's playing for sure, but I just had a suspicion that he was going to come back correct today. That's why I said in my preview, it's more of a challenge now for Maresca to come good compared to the squad, because I felt like maybe certain decisions from the touchline before the game wasn't necessarily helping the team. But I think this lineup today, listen, this is a lineup that instills a lot of confidence in me, and it gives me an idea behind how we're looking to play. But anyway, great to see all you guys showing love. Happy New Year's, Happy New Year's. Alex, the flip-flopping from this fan base. I get it, man. Listen, when you have like a platform like this and you're constantly just engaging with opinions and seeing like a ridiculous amount of opinions that you would never typically ever see, because in your real life you've got other shit to do, why would you be like doing that? You know, it just gives you like a different perspective behind like how people think, like group mentality, you know, tribalism, fan bases, all that type of stuff. And listen, back in the day I was quite silly because I never actually had socials. I'd be a bit stupid online, coming, you know, clapping back with dumb comments and stuff. But now I kind of accept things for what it is and listen, this is just like an opportunity for someone to just release their frustration. That's all it is, really. But anyway, Sebastian, looking to record Chalobah this January. No, we can't record Chalobah because there is no release clause that was included in the deal. So he's going to remain there all season. So no. And listen, I kept saying throughout the summer, I didn't actually understand why Chalobah would be leaving unless it meant this was an opportunity now for Achimpong, because in this type of system, you're going to go for Chalobah over Disasi and Tosin all day, right? There was no need to, in my opinion, there was no need to sign either one. But listen, we got them. They're not bad players. But again, if you're letting Chalobah go, you're communicating that Achimpong now is the next one to come through. Matt, losing this game will finally be the wake-up call that we need. Well, listen, I know I was kind of getting a bit carried away and gassed. You know, I was contradicting myself in terms of feeling a bit skeptical, because I was saying until I see how we perform against teams that park the bus, there's no title challenge. Then I drank the Kool-Aid, then I got carried away, and yeah, it was really stupid of me, to be honest with you. But yeah, I just feel like you know, I think the realism is back now. I think obviously getting top 4 is important for us, but I just want to see a continuation of good football, goals, and more understanding. You know what I mean? But yeah, let's see what happens. There's still a lot left of the season to go. We're at the halfway point right now, and I've always just had this inclination that if anything happened to Liverpool, where let's say Gravenberch was out for like 2 months, or Arsenal lost out. I mean, I think Saka's out already, right? Arsenal lost out on like Saliba. I feel like a lot of the things they do would kind of crumble. But I feel like if that happened to us, I think we have quite decent depth to cope with that. So yeah, let's see what this new year brings, man. But I'm seeing your comment. If we win today, you're gonna send $100. Are you sure you want to do that, bro? I'll give you a virtual handshake right now, Matt. Are you sure you want to do that? Are you sure? Yeah, think about. I'll give you like a few minutes to think about this. Yeah, take your time, man. Is anyone else struggling to hear me? Because I'm literally like, I'm lips are basically touching this thing right now. You know, it's a bit uncomfortable. Anyway, Colin Rue, Nii, I'm curious on your opinion of Neto starting over Madueke. I personally feel like he offers more with the interchangeability with Cole and attacks his man better. Curious on your thoughts, though. Yeah, Colin, I kind of agree with you. I just always felt like when I see Cole and Madueke together on the right, I've seen a lot of good things. I think the point you made about the interchangeability is one of the key factors I really liked about them playing down that right-hand side together. Is this maybe Maresca challenging Madueke to show more levels of consistency? Fair enough. Let's see. I don't think we've necessarily seen Neto like take this opportunity with both hands and show he's like a clear upgrade of Madueke. But then equally, it's been quite tough for all the wingers in the last 2-3 games because they have been allowed to get doubled up to them. And it's just like, you need to give these guys ability to get at their man 1v1 at least if you want to see what they can do. But maybe this is more like a personal challenge thing behind the scenes. Obviously, we know that recently, I think Maresca had more comments around Madueke. Let's see what happens. But again, for me, I would probably be playing him. I don't know, man. Not every player is like, a Ronaldo in the training sessions. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be having like the utmost professionalism in everything you do. Get there on time, you're getting paid a lot of money and you're doing something that you supposedly love. But equally, does training necessarily like show the full depths and talents of players? I mean, there's many examples of like Carlos Tevez, for example. He was a famous example of someone who was not that consistent in training, but on match day, he became a different beast entirely. And I don't know, I don't feel like I've necessarily seen too many flop games of Noni this season. I think his worst game that really stands out to me was his game versus Man United. I was just really left disappointed by his lack of anything, especially when he had the conditions on his side to perform. So I don't know, let's see. I'm not going to hold it against Maresca if he feels like this is like more of like a coaching thing he's doing right now. Or maybe Neto, also give Neto credit. What if Neto is just performing a bit better now in training? Maresca said, perform in training, you'll find yourself in the first team. So listen, from my own personal fan view, I would like to see Noni play. But on the other side, I'm not like angry that he's not in the lineup. I'm not that fussed really. I don't know. I just feel like I've got a bit of faith and trust in what Maresca does in terms of his decision making, that I can kind of, understand the other sides, and that's kind of okay with me, to be honest. I sound okay. It's interesting that some people say like they can never hear me when I do these streams. Maybe like check out your audio devices or whatever. But I feel like I'm being as crisp and ASMR as I humanly can right now. Matthew, have you got a link for the game today? Damn right I do. It's a stupid link I use all the time though. So if you guys listen 5 minutes before this game starts, if you guys want to just, be like incredible human beings in 2025, maybe send some links. I can just post it about, maybe talk to each other. You know what I mean? I'm still waiting for my Fire Stick to come. But yeah, 2025 is going to be a Fire Stick year. Yeah, I'm not doing it the legal route anymore. I give up. I give up being a good citizen now. I'm just seeing that being a good citizen gets you nothing. And now I'm playing around. You should always be good. You should always be good. But man, I need to do me. Anyway, this is the link I use. I'm going to be pinning this for you guys. Pin message, see how it is. This is what I use. I got my iPads on the sides. This is what I'm watching it from because I don't get the stupid pop-up ads for days. Yes. I'm going to be getting ready now to watch this game. And I'm going to be getting ready to watch this win. And I'm ready for Matt to send us hundreds. But there's also another link, you guys, called VIP Books. Someone sent this, actually. VIPbooks.lc. Like, try that as well. See if that works for you guys. We've got like 3 minutes now before this game comes. So, you guys, let's get on top of things. Okay, subwoofer. What kind of decision-making of Maresca leads you to trust him? It's just been... there's been a few things. I think like lineups, I think have been, above average in terms of consistency. I feel like, when he felt like changes were needed, if things didn't work in the first half, there's been a lot of times this season we've seen immediate second half substitutions. I think the game versus West Ham was a big example pointing towards that. Obviously, I'm going off the vibe of the players as well. The confidence they're showing in their media duties, the energy they're talking about, the enjoyment, and also the football we've seen. I mean, to be like the highest scoring team at one point this season, I think that's a great sign of progress. And I just like the adaptability to it. That's one of my favorite things about Maresca is that, of course, the last 2 games, but I think throughout this season, we've seen a guy that always has a little bit of surprise, like Reece James on the left one time, Cole Palmer playing on the left at times this season, Sancho on the right, and a lot of times these decisions have kind of worked out in favor for the team. So they're the reasons why I'm feeling a bit optimistic still. But anyway, come on, man. Let's get this flipping thing working, lads. Come on, Crystal Palace. Get the hell on the flipping screen, mate. Anyway, you guys, does anyone have any luck with their like streaming links? Let me know. Let me know right now, chat. I feel like when I say chat, I know it's like a common thing to say when you stream, but it just feels like I'm begging Kai Cenat. I don't know. Maybe I've just seen so many of these flipping clips of him getting milked. All I hear is chat, chat, chat. But anyway, yes, I got the game on, boys. Let's go. I see it's already a good start to this year. Damn, it's just very low standards I'm setting for myself, right? Here we go. Yes, come on, you Blues. Damn right. Come on, you guys. Let's just see the support. Let's see the energy. Let's see the excitement. You know, first game of 2025. We should be feeling pumped right now, man. Should be feeling excited, boys. Use Babushka. I appreciate that he isn't scared to start an academy player too. I think that's also another point that I forgot. But yeah, he isn't afraid to turn to them when he has to. And I think there's been a lot more pros and cons. I get it. In this sport, we only care about like today, tomorrow mainly. You know, yesterday's not really part of our analysis as much. But I don't know. I don't feel like those games should immediately just give us like a sour taste around Maresca. I don't think that should be the case. Listen, maybe it's not a title challenging season. A lot of the title challenging stuff for me came down to how our rivals around us flop. That gives us the hope, right? But I still think this can be a good one. I think getting CO will be massive for us because once CO comes through, so do the sponsors. And when they get secured, that means we can now account for that. And our level of spending, hopefully, it means we're just buying 1, 2, 3 max in the summer. And that's the team that's like, now we're ready now. You know what I mean? Moises, his 3rd season. Enzo in his like 3rd and a half season. You know what I mean? Then we can actually start doing things now. Anyway, Cole Palmer's about to kick things off, boys. Hope you guys have found a link. I hope you guys are good. And we begin. Okay, I'm going to like manually adjust my timer because, yeah, I am behind by... Blah, 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 blah. I don't even know now. I'm just going to adjust to the time I'm seeing. Hit I have to do this, but as is life. Okay, when it gets to 50 seconds, yeah. Okay, Levi Corwell finds Kukurea now, who's advanced down the left-hand sides. Intercepted Mateta. He'll look to run those channels in between our defenders. Oh, puts a ball inside the box. Chimpong tries to clear that, but then it gets dealt with. Bear with me, guys. 3, 2, 1, boom. All right, now the timer's manually in sync with the stream that I'm watching it from. Nico. I feel like Palace defensively, like low key, their back three is pretty tidy. I think Munoz, right wing backs, been like one of the best fullbacks, wing backs this season. Lacroix looking like a talent, this guy. I think Chalobah, Gueye, Lacroix, I mean, that's a serious back three, I have to say. I mean, Cole Palmer, he finds Gusto. Gusto inside, receives the overlap. That's why I want to see Gusto Maresca. I want to see Gusto out wide. I want to see Cole Palmer operating down that right channel. You know, he's been forced to be like either too creative in games or he's been forced to just make runs in the books. You have to let Palmer breathe and do everything, right? I'm trying to see, though, are we seeing something a bit different? Are we seeing Kukurea potentially and Gusto just playing as like natural fullbacks? Maybe not. Maybe are we going to see something where Gusto and Kukurea take it and turn to invert and outvert? I think a lot of us have kind of like theorized that could this be like the long-term play eventually, where if the ball's on the left-hand side, you're going to see Kuku inverting in that. If the ball's on the right, you'll see Gusto doing the same thing. Right now, though, they're both hugging the touchline. So I guess we want to try and play around the structure. We want to play around Crystal Palace's, want to kind of just like keep compact in the middle. Anyway, nice, dangerous ball from Neto. Neto is really good at playing these types of crosses. I feel like a lot of players are either overhitting, they're not getting it on target to a man. He's a really, really good cross with the ball, with both feet as well. That was a nice... I mean, listen, Sancho, it's an audacious attempt. You have to go for it, I guess, right? I mean, I'm not going to complain about that. Hopefully that's a sign of like confidence and spirit in the team. I think, listen, if you come into Crystal Palace, a stadium where all you know is W's, you need to come in that energy of, yo, we're here to regulate. We're here to just, complete this very like easy job, you know? And we have Jim Pong's on the right so far. It's looking like at the moment, that is this like a back four we're using? Are we seeing a back four potentially? Like a more classic 4-3-3 now. Maybe that explains why he's gone for the pace of a Chimpong. He's like, listen, I can't be using slow-ass Tosin and Disasi with Levi Cole. I need two speedsters at the back who's going to be looking to stop these counters. What are you guys saying, chat? Like, how are you feeling about that? Come on, Nico. Yes, holds the ball up and he wins the corner. I'm about 30 seconds late. Yeah, I mean, I can't really do too much, to be honest. Yeah, the stream I'm watching it from, man, I'm just kind of syncing it up with what I'm seeing right now on stream. Anyway, corner time now. Enzo, please, do not hit the first man. I feel like Enzo's set-piece delivery and dead balls have been pretty decent this season, to be honest. Anyway, Enzo, oh, that was a dangerous, dangerous ball in that 6-yard box in. Is that another corner? Okay, come on, boys. That's what I use. Okay, good to see Enzo has been far too conservative. Yeah, he's been forced to be conservative. He's been forced to be too deep. And I think it kind of just is proof as to why you don't want Enzo, you know, being too deep, doing this poor scores thing. Nah. Let this guy affect all phases. Anyway, Palmer, he's been pretty inconsistent with dead balls this season. Can he be consistent right now? Palmer, oh. Eze. Like, surely Eze gets a move this summer, no? Eze. Okay, Crystal Palace have the ball in the back. At the back. Neto intercepts Henderson's attempted cross to Mitchell. Okay, brought down very well by Jimpung, and he instantly releases Neto down the right-hand side. Can we take advantage now? Neto cuts inside, finds Enzo, spreads it wide to Sancho. Cucurella overlaps perfectly, cut back, beautiful. But Palmer. The cross is to Palmer's right foot. If that was anyone else right there, there's potential like for something to come from that. But that's... Yo, I need to get my composure right now. My lords. They're slurping up the place right now. Fucking hell. I mean, to maybe cut down on this drink. But that's what I've been missing, you guys. That fast type of just like, you know, energetic, like counter-attack with purpose, you know? That's what we've been missing right now. And it feels like currently the game plan is a traditional back four with the fullbacks hugging the touchline. That just gives us another option in behind, which we've been lacking in these last two games. And this is what I've been my Beresca. I've got some like faith in this guy because I feel like he's someone that constantly looks for the most optimum solution to things. Like he won't force it if it's not working. And I think that's what I want to see. And I don't think every coach does that, to be fair. Under pressure, no. They won't be making decisions like this. And I think actually on paper so far, we're able to play through Crystal Palace's shape at the moment. Look, they're not pressing our centre-backs. They're trying to use a mid-block again because it worked for them earlier this season. we now have more threats out wide. See, Neto release 1v1. Palace dragged back goods to get back on top of him. Back to Chimpong. Great play by Chimpong. Oh, but I don't think Gusto could just get through. And they put some pressure on. Don't let them play out, boys. Come on. Force it back. Force it back. Oh, Henderson with a big touch away, but that was a pretty good touch, actually, to be able to get that cleared to Mateta. It's going to be a big test, Mateta versus Chimpong or Cole. I mean, this guy is a massive handful for like nearly every centre-back. You know, I remember how he just absolutely tore apart Man City, actually, last year. So, you know, Palace they got weapons in that team to watch out for. Eze, Mateta. I think defensively, they're going to be quite strong too. I think if they had Odyssey, they might even be in the top 10 right now, realistically. They definitely miss out on that type of caliber of player. But I got a lot of respect for Crystal Palace. But I like how we're moving the ball so far. Confident. See? Palmer, that's the year I want to see Palmer in. Drop of the shoulder. Beautiful pass to Nico. Nico first time. And that is a great tackle. But Neto is there for the second ball. Drops inside, brings it back. But then gets intercepted. They're the moments I want to like put Crystal Palace in. That's the type of pressure I want to put on them. That's the fear I want to have. You know, a lot of times, man, when you beat these types of teams that just play to frustrate you, you need. I've always personally thought, you know, you need to win that psychological battle on the fields, because a lot of times these teams beat themselves. Yeah, because they'll make a mistake. They fall under the pressure. So this is what you have to do. See, look at the overlap time. Then Sancho should have released that a bit earlier. Then a little bit earlier from Jaden, but again, we maintain possession. And look, Palace can't be. They tried to use like a straight back five against us today. And look, we have Enzo now with the third man runs. Kukurea close to Sancho. We got the 3v2s out wide again, and that's what we wanted to see today. You know, games like this, you don't need to have a straight back three. And I like this approach so far. Let's see if we get the result though. But I like this approach so far. You don't need to force back three build up when teams aren't trying to press you. Oh, Caicedo outside the boot pass. Okay, now I'm seeing some of the tech I haven't seen these last two games. Oh, okay. He's going to feel that one. Hi from Suriname. Yes, bro. How you doing, Rashano, man? Christian, slow motion football. Famous, would you rather take Brand 3 at no? I don't think we need a defender, realistically. I just think no. Let's not be that greedy, to be honest. I think we're kind of stacked already. I think we've got enough talent we can turn to. I hate when clubs try and buy short-term players for like, you know, one-off season needs, and then you never need them again then. Nah, I don't like that. We've got enough talent, and if you need a defender, you do what Maresca's doing today, and you play a Chimpong. It's just that simple for me. Good defending. See, look how aggressive Colwell was. Just like came out from nowhere then in Crystal Palace's half. And this is how we were working so good during the season, boys, because we nullified the opposition's ability to counter by being proactive like this, you know? In how many counter-attacks have we given away these last like 3 games, especially down that left-hand side? So yeah, there was no way Maresca, in my opinion, was going to make the same mistake for the 4th time in a row. I was expecting a change. Yes, I wasn't expecting a Chimpong to play, but I felt like we were going to see like, you know, a better change, right? Anyway, the Chimpong's looking pretty confident so far, which I like. Gusto outside the boot. It was a nice idea if it came off, but we've just got dispossessed. Eze first time ball over the top, but Kukurea is there. And is that a corner or throw-in? Great defending by Kukurea. Munoz plays it to Richards, but Nico Jackson's there. Great pressing by Nico. Come on, Nico. Bread and butter for you, man. Oh, Nico, bro. I wanted you to take it back to the left channel then, man. I was waiting for him to do the little like drop inside then down the left. Oh, come on, Nico, man. You're good enough to be doing that, man. I'm sorry. Anyway, Gusto plays it into Palmer in the area I want to see Palmer in. Who's he found? Where's the options? Okay, he plays it to Enzo down the left. There's no one there. Sancho didn't read the attack quickly enough. There should have been an option down that left-hand side already. It's a bit poor, that. Like, where was Sancho then? What was he doing if he's not down the left already? I mean, Neto plays it back to Gusto. He's got a partner in crime in his half. Very refreshing to see. Back to Levi. Cobham central defence. That's what I want to see, man. I've never understood some of the fan base that just never really likes Cobham. Like recently, I've been hearing this talk. I keep getting these messages online about Levi Cole not being good enough, overrated, blah, blah, blah. I'm just like to myself, this guy's 51st appearance playing for us. He's 21 years old, for God's sake. Like, what's going on? Oh, Jadon Sancho. Brilliant piece of skill from Sancho with that dummy in behind. Something's happening here. Sancho plays it back. Palmer, that's it. Palmer, come on. Come on, man. Let's go. Let's go. Bro, I hope, like, I'm not just, like, talking for the sake of it, but I've been feeling the energy with how we've been approaching this game, boys. I've been feeling the energy we're approaching things right now. Like, this is what I've been wanting to see these last two games. The conditions were there for us to continue playing this way. And this is what I mean by Maresca. You know, he won't make the same mistake like 3-4 times in a row. That was a brilliant wing play by Sancho to create that goal then. The dummy in behind, gets past two, brings it back inside, outside the boot pass to find Cole Palmer. And Palmer, one of the best in the league at just ghosting inside the opposition's books. He's one of the best in the league at just, you know, arriving into spaces unmarked. Once upon a time, I thought that was going to be Kai Havertz. And listen, I think in an alternate universe, if we had used Havertz properly and didn't tell him to like put on 5 pounds of muscle, who knows if Havertz was able to maintain that Leverkusen form, right? But we have Cole Palmer, who's like the embodiment of every attacking mids that we've all put our hopes into. He is the ultimate embodiment of every attacking mid that we've had in the last 5 years. That's how good he is. Yeah, you guys, I think Jadon Sancho deserves a lot of love for that. Brilliant play by Sancho down the left-hand sides. Yeah. Hey, Matt, I hope you're still here, Matt. Matt, I hope you're still here. I hope you're still here, Matt. Anyway, Carnish. Yes, Carnish. Thank you, bro. Happy New Year, Nini, and what a goal. Yeah, bro, I think, listen, this first 50 minutes has eclipsed anything we've shown in the last 3 games or 2.5 games, I'd say. And again, one of the main reasons why is that we're using a back four. Maresca told Cucurella and Gusto to hug the touchline. We have better support out wide to play through Crystal Palace's structure. That's why it's working for us. We're not looking to give the ball to Caicedo to kickstart attacks. We're playing around that. That's going to encourage Palace to press us eventually. And this is when our transitional game will come to life. And hopefully we can pick them off now. Listen, I went for 3-1 for a reason. I just felt like something could be happening today. And this start already, first 50 minutes, boys. Yeah, this is the start that we were seeing in many games this season that gave a lot of us this, I guess, false hope that there could be a title challenge. But Maresca, give this guy some credit, man. CFC Clint's Nini changed the stadium name to Selhurst Park. Thank you. I don't know why that wasn't changed, but you're a very lame guy for that, man. Thank you very much. Okay, I don't want to be missing what's happening on the screen though. But anyway, I don't have to because Gusto's just dealt with the danger. Yeah. Yes, thank you for that, bro. Yes, I've updated the stadium name. Top scorers. Cole Palmer, 13 goals this season. And Robert Sanchez. Oh, see what I mean? What a pass by Sanchez. Fast attacks. We got 3 coming down the left. You know, this is the Chelsea that Maresca saw me onto, man. I was just like, there's no way this is going to just like evaporate and go away. Just make the tweaks and I think we can start cooking again. Oh, see, you're noticing like a lot of players are like attempting like these like audacious skills and moves. I think that's a good sign of confidence that the team are feeling right now, to be honest with you. Mikel, yes, Mikel, great. Happy New Year, man. Josh has been fantastic so far. Yeah, chat. How you guys feeling about Jimpung? You know, his first Prem start. You know, of course, coming in a bit of a testing time after our recent form. At Selhurst Park, London derby. I guess it's not easy, right? But how are you guys finding his performance so far? I think tactically this was a big masterstroke by Maresca, because simply a Jimpung offers us that pace. If you're going to have a back four, it means you're going to have to encourage that defensive line to push up, right? You can't do that if you got Disasi. You can't do that if you have Tosin. They bring it back, and it puts too much pressure on Levi Colwill to be the cover in behind, where he'll be caught out of position because he can't be engaging further forward and then having to run back 30, 40 yards to deal with counterattacks. It can't work like that. You need to have a partner in crime who can also do the same thing. And this is why I think Maresca likes a Jimpung, because we've seen a Jimpung play right back. We've seen him play as a wide centre-back on the right, and now he's playing in a back four. To have someone who's like 6'3", can play all these positions flawlessly for his age, this is not a normal talent, you know? This is not a normal talent. So, yeah, I think Maresca, big move, and I think this is why the squad really likes this guy, to be fair with you. Anyway, Cole Palmer or Enzo. I'm going to leave that to Enzo. I've just been more impressed by Enzo's deliveries this season. Come on, Palmer, who's he found? Oh, yeah, it won't gonna happen. You know what? Like, if this team had like one type of like one figure in the team who had like a bit of aerial presence, you know, like I wonder what could be happening, because we have a lot of players in our team who know how to put a ball in the books, right? But do we have that guy that can really profit? That's the interesting thing. I wonder, are we going to turn to the market to try and find that player? Ideally, I wouldn't mind if that's a midfield player that can do that. And listen, Caste is good, decent in the air. But I think we might have our solution next season in Andre Santos, who I think is a very strong player aerially, especially when it comes to attacking crosses inside the box. I think he scored quite a few goals for Strasbourg, actually, with his head. So I think he offers us that solution for next season. A Jimpung. Very composed start from the kids so far. Oh, nice little roll and dummy. We've seen this like 2 or 3 times now from like, you know, Neto and Sancho combined. These are the moments here. How do we press? Palmer, put the gears up. Crystal Palace have just been getting nullified like crazy right now, to be honest with you. Lacroix, see, look at Levi Colwill. He's pushing right up to Mateta. He wasn't able to win that then, but Josh, get your footwork right. Passes in behind, finds Munoz on the right hand side, drops it inside, back to Lerma. And I think we're able to get our structure back in time, and we force Palace back. And Neto is there with his energy, but the referee calls it for some reason. I mean, why? But that was good. That was good team defending then. You know, we saved that situation, get back into shape. Guys didn't switch off. Guys, you know, turned up again defensively. I think that was a good moment for us then. Oh my god, my room is just like flipping hell, so stuffy. Listen, I'm not like one of these dirty YouTubers who doesn't have a clean environment. I do, but I just think it's just this yard sometimes. Some of these like new build houses, they just like insulate air too good these days, like way too good. It's making me get all like stuffy now. I'm going to have to open the window, but if I do that, I'm going to be finished, to be honest. Anyway, I got my hoodie there. I might have to do a little halftime change. And anyway, Jimpung, confidence, stride. And he plays that pass to Neto. And you know what? I feel like Neto, low-key, Neto is, he's a pretty strong guy, isn't he? Like, how often do I see him? Like, how many wingers do you see who have the quality to hold off defenders and opponents with their upper body strength? I see Neto winning a lot of these battles when he does that. Wait, Kukurea plays it back inside to Levi. Levi back to a Jimpung. Spreads that wide to Gusto. Yeah, you know, I love seeing the triangles back again on the right side and the left side, boys. Love seeing that stuff. Sanchez. Gassed it for no reason. No reason for that, Sanchez. No reason at all. And Munoz. Shit, that was good play. Dangerous ball, but Levi's positioned himself in a good area to just deal with that. But Sancho doesn't get it right. Another first-time delivery. And Caicedo's there to sweep things up. Come on, Sancho, back into him. I see Munoz, you know, he's a pretty decent player, I have to say. Come on, that's ours. Back to Munoz. Brings it down. Offsides. What are you guys saying in the chat right now? What was that decision? I have no idea. Mikel, I still think we need a big target forward as Neto. And yeah, I think having that option in the squad opens up possibilities for us. But man, what a performance so far from the lads. I feel like because they have the foundations to play their game again, everything is just kind of like making sense again for everyone, to be honest with you. But I'll give credit to Maresca because listen, I've seen a lot of managers at this football club that would not have made these changes that he's made today. We would have attempted the same exact way of playing in the last 2 games and hope something new would come from that. So no, I rate Maresca for what he's done so far. Gusto, back in a more familiar position. That's when he was one of the best right backs last season, playing in his role. We were wondering, are we going to be a team that just forever inverts? But Maresca, again, is showing the adaptability that is going to potentially give him a long-term future at our football club, yeah? Because he's like, no, today, forget inverting. We're not going to be doing that. That's what teams are expecting. And I feel like Glasner's quotes now are pretty interesting because it seemed like he kind of expected what was going to come. He wasn't expecting this, I'm sure. He wasn't expecting he'd be coming up against a back four. So, in my opinion, if we want to win this game now, we need to make it 2-0 this half because Glasner will react in the second half. He'll change up the approach of Crystal Palace. I haven't seen their bench. But they have options they can turn to turn things around. You know, he might be looking to be a bit more aggressive now on the front foot at home. You know, maybe forget using a back 5, which I'd be surprised by, to be honest. Come on, Enzo, win it. You know what? Sometimes Enzo, like if I had to give him like a little small criticism, like he tackles from the wrong side sometimes, like quite a lot of times. Like he either gets attracted to the ball too much. Yeah, I think that's the issue. He gets attracted to the ball too much instead of the man. Like there's a few times where he could have done better in certain tackles, right? Maybe I'm sounding like I'm nitpicking, but I don't know. Like, anyway, that's great play by Enzo to release Palmer, who releases the energetic Neto down that right-hand side. Neto. Oh, Neto, play it. Oh, my Lord. Oh, that was so close. That was actually so close. That would have been another superb attack then to just play through Crystal Palace. Oh, Neto, if only that pace on that cutback was a slightly behind, like a little bit then. But you see, this is a confident performance, man. I'm really liking the performance so far. 25 minutes. A lot has happened in 25 minutes. Anyway, Jimpong wants to play the pass to Nico. Doesn't get it right, but at least has that confidence to be like, listen, I'm not here to just, you know, play safety first and make sure the manager's not angry at me. I'm here to show what I can do. I'm here to play my stuff. I'm here to try and get more appearances. I think that's a performance that Jimpong's communicating to me right now, that this isn't a one-off that he's here for. Like, listen, Maresca, come chat to me a bit more, yeah? Anyway, Neto, very impressive performance so far. Like I said earlier, before the game started, listen, I like Noni, but if Maresca's not picking him for a game like this, I'm not offended. I'm not whatever. I feel like, listen, there's a reason for it. And I feel like I've given Maresca some grace now, you know? I think he can, he's earned a little bit of grace now. Sanchez. Oh, nearly a great ball to Jadon Sancho. Enzo can't sweep up though, but Cucurella does. But he doesn't win that, but he gets his body in front. Sancho releases it to Nico, who finds Palmer again. Palmer back inside. Sancho, come and take your shot off early. Take it off early. No. Overlap to Enzo. Bro, we're opening up Crystal Palace. We're actually opening up Crystal Palace for fun right now. Their defenders. Look at their defense. They're getting forced into some hardcore defending right now. Some very serious defending right now. See, this is how you open teams up, man. You know, it's the movement in behind. What you do off the ball. The third man runs, yeah? Anyway, our third corner. And normally, you know, our wide play is effective when we start to just like stack up in corners. Yeah, that's one thing for you guys, a little detail to pay attention to. The more corners we have normally means opposition teams are forced to be kicking it out of play. Anyway, oh shit. Oh, a Jimpong. He doesn't quite connect with that properly at the far post, but that was a moment there. It would have been amazing for this kid to score on his like first Prem debut. Oh. Unmarked. Unlucky, unlucky. Very unlucky. Maresca, Enzo flipping Maresca. Eze. Oh, this guy. He needs to be playing at a high level next season. I'm sorry. Munoz. First time early cross. Shit. What a delivery. And okay, we saved the situation then. And Sanchez. One thing I really like about Sanchez this season is how he constantly plays the right balls to kickstart moves. Yeah, I've always felt like for the top goalkeepers at the big clubs, they need to have that part of their game absolutely pan, you know? And how many times does Sanchez kickstart a move by finding a runner with a long throw or a pass? I think we're seeing some improvement from Sanchez this season, I have to say. Anyway, great play. Cucurella and Sancho again doing their thing on the left-hand side. Is that another corner that's won? I don't think so. Okay, I don't know why my live stream's just kind of... Can you guys still see me, by the way? Can you guys... Are you still there? Yeah, hopefully I'm still working. My whole browser just refreshed for some reason. Anyway, Moises. You know, Moises playing more DM role, you know? Listen, I'm in front of the back four today. I'm in front of the back two today. I'm here to break the play up. I'm here to offer that additional support. You know, don't think about using me to kickstart moves. You don't have to, yeah? I'm here to shore things up off the ball, break up that play, and be that presence for you guys. I mean, I'm sorry. I just find shit like this exciting, the adaptability thing. Because I've seen a million managers at this football club. Like, when they have one idea, they stick to it until it's dead. And they still keep sticking to it until it's a zombie. And then, you know what I mean? But this is like a manager where, he reminds me a little bit of, like, Mourinho when he first came. Because there was a lot of, like, freshness that he introduced, right? It was like a cultural shift in that sense. Obviously, Mourinho's was a much bigger cultural shift. Let's not get that twisted. But I see like a few small parallels. And in terms of how Maresca is introducing new ideas as well. Brought a ball in behind from Cole Palmer. Like using the pace of that ball then to flick it over that Palace fullback. Palmer, man. Again, another corner. I think that's our fourth or fifth corner so far. Like, the way we keep releasing Neto has been a really, like, big part of our game so far. Come on, Palmer, please. If there's one thing, like, I need to see that set-piece delivery, bro. Oh, yeah, Chimpong. Come on, boys. 2-0, I can sense it. Oh, no one's there for the second ball then. Palace seem like they're just hanging on right now. So they are at their... This is the moment now to kill off Crystal Palace. Yeah? If we get the second goal this first half, I think the game's won and it's done. That's what we have to do now. We can't let the intensity drop. Yeah, Palace... The moment you start seeing these teams giving possession back to us a bit too easy, then you know, okay, there's a moment here to try and kill this game off now. It'd be nice if we could find Nico in the game a bit more. He's been the only one on the periphery so far. He's not been that involved in this game. Neto gives the ball away. Yeah, man, that's a little bit of Bailey's on the rocks. It's just like, Bailey's is like, it's not like a serious alcohol, right? But I wanted something a bit soothing on the throat, and I'm still in that holiday spirit, what can I say? Okay, Sancho. Force him inside, plays it back to the keeper. Nico's there to pounce on things. Can he get there? Yes, Nicholas Jackson flipping does, mate. Oh, Sancho with the 5 stars. Oh, he nearly slots that in then to Nico, but that would have been hard for Nico to deal with. There was not enough pace in that ball then. Okay, listen, he's been on the periphery today, but he's not been slacking off the ball. I think that's why managers really like Nico Jackson. Yeah, Cuckoo. Colwell's pushed all the way up now. Makeshift back through with Gusto now, dropping back. And he does the safe option back to the goalkeeper. And the keeper plays it back to Josh. Heads up, plays it forwards. I don't think Gusto was reading out then. I think Gusto should have saved that. But I like that play from Chimpong. You know, you're thinking he's going to play like a line-breaking pass. Instead, he uses his left foot to try and find Gusto's run down that right. Okay, Mitchell. Someone close him down. Yes. Lerma. Ambitious switch, ball in behind. Munoz. Great touch by him. Oh, my lords. Oof. This is what I mean. Munoz's threat. He will be a good outlet for Crystal Palace. That's why I said in my preview, watch out for Munoz because, yeah, he's been one of the most informed fullbacks this season, I say. I think he's got like, is it 1 assist or 2 assists in the league so far? Really offers great width and behinds. Good quality. I mean, this guy was a Champions League player when he was playing in Belgium, right, for Club Brugge. So, you know, I think, you know, Crystal Palace, they have a habit of, you know, signing these like really smart players for not a lot of money. I think that's why they're always able to compete in the Prem and still stay here. They're not splashing that much, you know. But it's interesting that they're looking to sign Ben Doak now, who's having a good season with Middlesbrough. I think they know they need that Odyssey regen now in their team. You know, Sar's like he's decent for them and a decent outlet, but he doesn't fully complement like what they had with Odyssey's combinations with you know, Eze and Mateta. I think that's why both have kind of suffered a little bit actually this season. Anyway, deep cross. Can we deal with that? Yes, we do. Close them down, boys. Oh, that was some good play then. That little flick over the top. I wasn't expecting that. I was not expecting that. And Sanchez is down and he deals with that. Oh. Sanchez. Too ambitious, man. Too ambitious. Anyway, Josh, this is yours, man. This is yours. And he stops across, and it's another corner to defend against. Like, I'm curious, like, how many set-piece goals have we conceded this season? I don't think it's been many, right? I don't think it's been many. Okay, so that skill that I think, is that Saul attempted, that was a fluke, and that wasn't, like, on purpose. Anyway, Mateta trying to get aggressive to Sanchez, but Sanchez is, I'd probably say, the best in Europe with his hands. I think statistics actually show that too. So let's see if he can prove it now. A bit of a dangerous one. And he gets his fist to it, punches it away. And this is the thing this is why I'll always have like a bit of patience with Sanchez. Because, bro. Oh, shit. Oh, Sancho again. Great play from Jaden. Finds Enzo, third man in behind. And it goes out of play. But the reason why I got a bit of patience with Sanchez is that, bro, during those days when we had Kepa and all these other keepers, you know how weak we were from set pieces. And I think being like a Chelsea fan, when I've seen historically how amazing we are aerially, when we had guys like your Terrys and Alexes and, you know, Balaks and Cavalios and Drogba's and all these aerial beasts, right? You know, we rarely would concede from a set piece. I think when we used to concede, it was because of Villas-Boas and it's like poor setup. But that is not what I want to see a Chelsea team doing. It's being weak defending set pieces. So when I was seeing the dark days of Kepa, where, wow, we were getting bullied because teams put one big man on him and that would just destroy us. With Sanchez now, between the sticks, you can't actually do that to him. It's impossible. He's 6'5", he's strong, and he's got very good ability with his hands. He's single-handedly just improved our ability to defend set pieces. And bro, how many times over the years have we lost out from shit set piece defending? So yeah, I got to give credit to Sanchez for that. I can't ignore that. Anyway, oh my lord, Palmer, what a flipping pass, man. Oh, Nico! Oh, bro, I swear I saw Nico Jackson score an attempt like that in training outside the boot. I thought to myself for a second, is he gonna recreate that in game? I mean, I have to swear, what a fucking pass from Cole Palmer. First time releasing Nico. Nico brings it inside. Nico, I wanted that to go in for you, bro. Nico, I was desperate for that to go in for you, man. He was doing that in the training sessions before this game too. Like, he actually tried it in game. I like that. That would have been a fucking goal, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for swearing, but sometimes I have to when the football is that good. Unlucky. Eze kept quiet so far. Plays it back inside. Palace looking to try and get crosses in the books now. That's been their only weapon. Early crosses and crosses from the byline. Nico. I mean, if that goal had gone in, that would have been one of my favourite goals this season. Just that pass from Cole Palmer. Like, it's not easy. Like, it looks easy. It looks very easy, but it's not. First time, great goalkeeping by Robert Sanchez then. You know, we have to be careful about Mateta. You know, it's been a few dangerous balls in our books now. They're really starting to find an outlet out wide on the right, actually, Crystal Palace. You know, Mateta makes a good run in between the defenders, but see, Robert Sanchez, in moments like this, you know, this is where he really comes to life. Okay, Gusto. Neto. That's a foul, ref. It's not. Come on, man. But now it's our turn to use a mid-block. I feel like, you know, we're one counter-attacking goal away from winning this game. That's yours, Moises. Yes, Moises. I have to see that replay again. Was that really a foul? Eze, this is Eze territory right now. Shit. Fuck off, ref. That was nothing, man. We get a bit more light. Yeah, I don't know. It's a bit harsh, to be honest. But, fuck's sake. This is like prime Eze territory right now. So we've got something to worry about for a little bit now. This is the Premier League, you know. It's one of the best leagues in the world for a reason. And players who play at this level are some of the best of their generations. So it's like, you know, you can never ever take too many things for granted, I guess. Eze, this is like prime Eze territory. Like, what, 25 yards? I don't like this at all, man. I don't like the looks that Eze is giving to. Please, Sanchez, quick feet, man. Please, quick feet for this. Fuck's sake. No. I hate the build-up too, man. Come on, please, boys. Deal with this. Eze stepping up. Hits the wall, dickhead. I mean, he's not a dickhead. I do like Eze. But, yeah, okay, goods. I think I was psyching myself up then. Great play, Moises. And now we got the ball down the left-hand side. Cucurella unmarked. Plenty of space to carry that ball into. Munoz is like, who do I go to? 2v1 against me. Shit, I'm screwed. Overlap from Cucurella. Good play, boys. Like, there's been so... Moises, outside the box. Like, we're making so many chances, and it's like, it's not the... Like, there's an abundance. Yeah, an abundance of different opportunities we're making. But yeah, this half, man. Yeah, it's definitely been an impressive half, I have to say. It would be a lot better, though, if you make it 2-0. Then this is going to be, like, one of the best halves, I think, in the last, like... last few days, I guess. Moises. Okay, that's a chimpong. Bit of head tennis going on. A chimpong deals with that again. Great header to find Nico. Nico had a bit more time and space before he had to play that pass, man. He had a bit more time. Another deep cross from Palace. Do we deal with that? Yes, we do. Cucurella. Nice cushion header. Out wide to find Sancho. Sancho in these areas doesn't lose the ball. Plays it back to Cucurella. Enzo wins that header. Is it gone out of play? And it's gone out of play. You guys get ready with your questions for the second half. Obviously, we have to analyse and break down what's going on this half. Cuckoo plays it back inside to Moises. It's been very easy for Moises today. You know, you're breaking up play, supporting moves, moving the ball by. Anyway, Cole Palmer on the right. He goes for it. He's good enough to go for that, though. Listen. Like, bro, Palmer always has this like little like cheeky look on his face too, doesn't he? Like when he does this stuff. It's like he's almost like he's embarrassed when it doesn't go into the net. Anyway, okay, listen, I'll happily take 1-0 going into the second half. I'll happily take that. Enzo, Cucurella, Jackson down the left channel, Lacroix, nice little bit of composure there. Heads up, plays it long, trying to find Mateta, yeah? But a Jimpong, okay, look at him going up against Mateta. That's it. This is like classic DM performance from Moises, you know? He's not just like, you know, good looks on the ball. He can also do this side of the game really well. Nice. That's what I want to see down the left-hand side. Nice play, Fernandez. Out to the Travellas. I've been missing that in this game, you know? Okay, don't go crazy. We don't have to force the press now. Let's just get it into the second half 1-0 up. You know, this is why we have to play smart sometimes. Not every opportunity is a moment to get another goal. Like, you have to pick your moment sometimes. Anyway, I think our shape's looking quite good. See, Mateta wins that against Cornwall. But again, you know, no one's there for a second ball. So we still have Mateta under control. And that was going to be key for us. Anyway, Moises, confident stride into the middle. Spreads it wide to Gusto. And listen, when our fullbacks are on the ball, they have time and space to push up 10, 20, 30 yards unmarked. And that's forcing Palace to have to, like, you know, the Palace players have to, like, make a run out wide again. You know, a lateral run to try and cover their positions. And you get tired eventually, you know, when you're running from left to right, start and stop. So this was a big call from Maresca to surprise all of us using a back four today. Yeah, big decision, big call. And on paper, this was the correct one. Because look at the performance right now. If this was our usual lineup, listen, I think we would have done better than recent games. But this back four has opened up many possibilities in this game. Many possibilities. So yeah, credit to Maresca for knowing what to do in these moments, man. Anyways, come on, just blow the whistle now. That's it. 1-0, second half. Slow it down. Just walk to the tunnel. That's it. That is some top quality football we've seen. Greek. Palmer off, Felix on. My lord. Why is that comment in cap locks, bro? You guys are hilarious. It's like if Palmer doesn't have a goal or assist every second you see him on the ball, it's like get him off. He's not delivering what he promised. But anyway, let's I think it's comment time now, boys. I think it's time to go through the chat. It's time to like discuss what we've seen, what we've liked, what we haven't liked. But I'd be surprised if someone hasn't liked something. I'd be very surprised by that. But yeah, let's see what goes on. Okay, Cyril, we don't want to repeat of Fulham. Boys, kill the game of the second. Yes. That's what we need. We nearly did that in epic style with Nicholas Jackson. Very unlucky. That was great piece of striker play from him. Beautiful weighted passing behind from Cole Palmer to release him. But yeah, man, I think this first half has been a great performance, as I've been stressing a lot. Maresca introducing a back four. I know it definitely surprised Glasner. And it's just given us a lot of width. It's given the wingers a lot of help today. And it's allowed Palmer and Enzo to take up great positions to really hurt Crystal Palace as well. So this is the calls that I've learned to you know, it's why I've got faith in Maresca, because he will make that type of decision. Maybe it took him a lot longer, but I think after that recent defeat to Ipswich, I think even he was thinking, listen, there's no way in hell we should be losing to Ipswich. If we're losing to them, it means that tactics-wise, system-wise, I'm not helping the team right now. This is helping the team. And yeah, having that natural width, using the back four, overlapping wingers, fullbacks, I mean, yeah, it's made a big difference in our game. But yeah, let's see some love shown towards Chimpong. As you're saying, Josh's class, it was class, calm Thiago Silva performance. Okay, I need to see a lot more games before I start comparing him to Thiago Silva, but I get what you mean. If anything, he's got a lot of confidence in himself. And it's that type of performance I'm seeing from the kid, where it's like, Maresca, you know, I'm not just your backup when players are injured or you got no one else to turn to. I'm good enough for you to trust me. I'm good enough to affect the game, make things happen. And I think this is the statement he's putting out with his performance today. I think he's been very impressive, very confident. And that's what I've loved, the confidence in himself and his ability. Let's not forget, during the start of the season, when he played in a few of the Conference League games and other games, we didn't see what he's really about. I think it was a combination of like still finding his confidence, you know, playing in front of like a packed stadium, little things like that. But that was not really a signifier of this guy's like overall quality and ability. Games like today, this is what this kid's about. You know what I mean? So it's great to see that. Trey, I'm feeling confident with the Chimpong. That's great to see. Another Ghana boy, you know, another Ghana boy in the team. I love when Chelsea are, you know, giving the Ghana boys opportunities. Sebastian, must be some rival club sleepers. I feel like I missed the context. Bro, what am I seeing in this chat? I don't even know. But if it's something to do with Cole Palmer, you guys, let him have his moment. But let's just ignore it. You know what I mean? Adeyemi, oh my God. Jackson wasteful as usual. Oh, you guys are too harsh, man. Like you can't be dismissing Jackson's overall game. Like we know that Jackson is not Haaland, he's not Mbappe. We can't have this level of expectation placed on someone that's still developing and still getting better. He was unlucky. That's a difficult finish to pull off. Yeah, outside the boot, on the run when he's just dropped inside. Come on, let's not do that. I think Jackson has been good today, even though he's not being involved constantly. His pressing of the ball has been good. And yeah, that moment near the end, it would have been a beautiful goal. Cole Palmer, the Frost Monarch. I was telling him no Travella. But that was the moment though. Bro, I saw him score the Travella goal in training sessions. So yeah, I want to see my players attempting things in games that they're working on in training sessions. Yeah, that's like a good sign of like how you're feeling about yourself that I like. But again, I also get the other side. If he had a left foot, could it have been different? I get it, but I mean, come on. You know, we can always talk about these players about what they don't have. But then you have to think, when you add up what they don't have to what they do have, you're talking about a Messi level talent. And there's like one player like that every, 50 years, for God's sake? So, I don't know. But I don't want to, focus on negatives, man. We've just seen a great positive half. Like, where's the questions? Christian, the pass from Sancho, he is tired after the press, so he can't get back to the ball to receive the pass. Okay, I get that. Zul, Josh is really calm. Look at his pass, not acting calm and do shit like disaster. I feel for Disassi, he's just not needed. He's a box defender at heart. That Man City game last year, that was Disassi at his absolute purest. You know what I mean? Anyway, I've got a super chat here. Thank you to CFC Haffer. Not convinced by Gusto, hasn't improved weakness. I mean, why? What's Gusto done this first half that was a negative for you? I'm curious. I feel like he's playing his more familiar role as like a natural right back. I don't think I've seen anything too bad from him, to be honest with you. Sebastian, the chat is a reminder that you don't need to have any ball knowledge whatsoever to watch the game. Bazenga, that Jackson shot was so close. Yes, it was. It was a good attempt. It was a very good attempt. And that's what I want to see Jackson do more of, yeah? Trust your technique. You've got the footwork and skill to create shooting opportunities for yourself. Do that. The more times you do that, the more times you'll get consistent in these moments. Flutie22, Joao Felix up top like Atletico false time. Bro, I don't understand this Felix thing, yeah? Listen, I'll be honest. I was a massive... I still like Felix. I'm not saying I don't. But I used to be a Felix fan. But as I've gotten older and as seasons have gone on, I've just kind of realized, listen, the idea of Felix is what still gives me hope. I have to go up on the reality right now. And the reality is, even though he's not been bad, he's just not delivering the promise that his potential and talent should be producing, in my opinion. That's the honest reality to things, yeah? I'm not understanding some of you guys' obsession with Felix. I get it. He's skillful, he's good. But until he's consistently showing that he's a weapon that we can rely upon, I'm not shoehorning him in this team, yeah? I can't believe some of you guys are that obsessed that you're going to be saying take off Cole Palmer for Felix. I mean, it's nonsense, yeah? Please, like, think about what you're saying. Anyway, Isaac, our fans are so reactionary. Yes, they are. They are. I don't know why. I mean, it's just... listen, it's just the game. It's football. It's one of the most boring, annoying parts of the game, though. And at least the reactionary stuff is kind of calmed down a bit because we've got wins. But when we're not winning, the reactionary stuff is, yeah, it just takes on a different life. It's like the worst time, actually, to interact. But anyway, Ryan, Josh's ball carrying ability is impressive. Yes, he's very confident with them strides, breaking forwards. And I like that he's showing that. You know, little things like this is telling Maresca, yo, I'm not just your backup guy. I am someone that is looking to fight for us. But Anselmino's back. Oh, shit. I'm going to step up now. You know what I mean? Greek Gaddafi, Gusto always passing backwards. Needs to get on. We have to bury these shit teams. We still have another half to go, bro. Shadrach, since Drogba and Costa, name me a proper striker that has played better than Jackson, despite the big name strikers we have signed. Thank you. It's this word called perspective, which can kind of get lost on a lot of people. I get it, you know, we watch things in real time. It's like, you know, your hopes and aspirations are all placed on, you know, what you're seeing in front of you. But there's got to be perspective, you know, there's got to be a sense of perspective. Yeah, we did. If we had signed Nico Jackson for 100 million or 80 million, I would understand the rhetoric for sure, but we didn't. Yeah, so please, it's just, I don't know, it's just boring. It's like a boring take. It's just venting for no reason. I don't want to be talking about Nico Jackson and shit. Come on, you guys, let's talk about better things. I've got a super chat here from Chelsea Explain. Nini, how do you feel about our 4-1-4-1 setup? I think we are stretching Palace and open up a lot of spaces for our technical players. In the first 30 minutes, we played through their press constantly. Yes, it's been an excellent addition to the game. Having the natural width of the fullbacks who can go on these like 20, 30-yard runs into spaces where they're, you know, they're unmarked. You know, it's freeing up spaces for the wingers because it's attracting the attention of Palace pressers to have to focus on the fullbacks. And then when we're releasing the ball, Neto, Sancho, they're finally able to flex their muscles with their technique and dribbling prowess, and they're creating a lot of danger 1v1. I think that Sancho assists for Cole Palmer, a beautiful bit of wing play from Jadon Sancho. I think that's why Maresca's constantly enamored to use him there in the team, and it's great to see. And listen, if Sancho keeps us up, I think we've got the obligation to buy for around 20 to 25 million pounds. I mean, it's an absolute bargain for someone of his talent, considering, you know, Dortmund were quoting around 80 to 90 million for his services like a handful of seasons ago. So it's been the biggest thing to open this pitch up. We have better support out wides. We can now go 3v2. We can create the overloads that we need. And, you know, one of the reasons why we can attempt to use a back four is that now we have two pacey guys in the middle. I think this is why I really rate the decision by Maresca, because, yeah, it shows, listen, squad, I believe in your qualities and your talents. I'm picking the best lineup that this team needs. I'm not thinking about, weaknesses, or I might need experience here because I'm fearful, blah, blah, blah. No. Josh, listen, you committed here for 7 years now, for God's sake. Show me what you can do when I need you. And this is how players can show what they're really about, you know? Like I've always thought, for example, you know, big clubs always want to give like their youth talents like all these like sanitized minutes where there has to be like the utmost safety in the game before they can introduce them for like 5-10 minutes. I've always thought it's so stupid, because most times when big clubs are signing the young talents from like the lesser clubs, those clubs can't afford to pick the best games to use these kids. They're introducing them straight into the game, and it's literally, you know, fight or flight straight away. That's how you do it. You don't patronize. So I like that Maresca today made a bold call, but it was the right one. And a lot of us fans, you know, we look at some of the games recently, we're like, we needed a bold decision to really try and find better solutions to help this team. And we're seeing that today against Crystal Palace. So credit goes to Maresca, because I've seen a million managers at this football club who would never have dreamed, ever have dreamed to do anything like this. Anyway, Shadrach, Enzo's playing well. Listen, Enzo's not actually dropped off. Even when our games where we got shit results, Enzo never dropped off. Enzo was still being Enzo. So I don't think there's any faults with him. I've got a super chat here. Thank you, Christian Lacroix. Appreciate that, bro. Big up, NiiNii. How do we maximize the excellent chances in the books? Palmer to stay up more as a second striker. Full support for Nico. I don't feel like we have to even maybe force things right now. I just think the player quality needs to shine through. Execute some of these final balls. And we got incredibly close to sealing this game off. You're looking at that cutback from Neto. If the pace of that cutback was off a little bit, I think Palmer can direct that through on goal, and that's the second goal that he gets. I think how we're opening him up with the overlaps, especially on that left hand side from Cucurella, he's playing some dangerous, La Masia cutback crosses inside that box. That's where our moments are going to come from. And I think with Palace now in the second half, I'd imagine Glasnow's going to come and introduce some differences to try and compete better against us. But it does feel like we're going to have our transition threat. We noticed that near the end of the second half, the last 10 minutes, okay, we'll drop our lines a little bit. We'll hit them all on the counter-attack. If Jackson has scored that goal, the game's over right now and it's happy days. So I think we're doing everything right on paper. And I think the second goal can come. But all we have to do is maintain the boring stuff. Defensive discipline. Track your runners when you have to. Convert your chances when they come your way. I think that's all this game needs right now. But I appreciate that, bro. Timothy Jackson, yep. Capital Caspian, how and who do we sell Felix to? Piers coming in. Felix has no long-term use. Listen, it's second half of the season. This is the big part of the season, yeah? Maybe Felix might come up at some point. He's not been shit. He's not been bad. I'm not going to sit him and be like, what a flop. Because he's been decent. But again, because he's Joao Felix, the expectations are a little bit higher. And I just think certain times, with the skills, with his dribbling and stuff, it should be opening up a few more possibilities for us. And I just think if he was doing that, I think Maresca's playing him off of Sancho and others right now. Irfan Khan, how you doing? Jackson is, yep. Cello, facts, we are not giving... what is you guys' obsession with Jackson? I just do not get it, honestly. I think a lot of times when people don't watch football outside of the club they support, you lose perspective of what's around you. If I told you guys to name me 5 strikers or 10 strikers at the same age of Nicholas Jackson who's better, you guys are going to struggle. You guys are going to have to use Google. You're going to have to remind yourself who exists. There's not many guys his age doing it at this level, yeah? I just honestly think it's crazy that some of you guys have just got this obsession. It's this critical obsession with some players we have in our team. It's crazy. Anyway, O'Neill Shah, yes, my guy. You have the calmest breakdowns of our team. Very objective. Love your channel. I appreciate that, man. I do feel like a lot of times, I think this year I've realized I need to market myself better. I go on socials. I feel like people have the wrong impression about me. They call me a Cobham sexual, which is, I just hate that nonsense stuff. They don't get this is how I talk ball, to be honest. I think I like to keep it objective because I think a lot of my opinions come from respecting the facts. I'm an armchair fan. I just respect. I think when you just respect things, you can understand it better. That's just my philosophy on life, to be honest. And my other philosophy on life is, be conservative with yourself and liberal with your neighbor. They're the 2 things I live by. Anyway, Julius, defense is letting us down. They look shaky. Fair enough. But I get it. But remember that we don't have, defenders who are like 28, 29, who have got like 200, 300 caps under their belt. We got an 18-year-old and a 21-year-old from the academy. And you're up against Mateta, who's been he's been killing how many defenses in 2024? You guys, that's a perspective you can't forget about. And they've still been handling this guy, both of them. So come on, you guys. I don't get what you're talking about defensively. Zach, what's your opinions on Jackson's performance? I think it's been decent. I'm not saying incredible. It's been good. His pressing of the ball has been great. All that good stuff. His main moments happen there. I think the team can find him a bit more. But again, Crystal Palace is his team. London clubs are his thing. So hopefully he can get on the score sheet today. But anyway, my friends, second half is starting right now. Hope you guys stay with me. right to the end because I feel like big things are coming second half. I'm going to like reset the timer. And I think, I think I've got things coming through right now. Anyway, we deal with that, but no, we don't deal with that. Munoz released on the right-hand side. First time crossing the books. That's all Palace have in their game right now. It's the first time crossing that in the books right now. So this is what I mean. Handling Mateta is going to be flipping key. You know, one little mistake like that can really punish us. I felt like we had that situation covered then. But yeah, got to watch out, man. Anyway, 4:55. Okay, come on, Neto. Palmer, come on, Palmer. Bit of energy, mate. A Chimpong, see, he's got the confidence to go. I mean, what do I mean? He's got the confidence. He should be going up regardless of confidence or not, to be honest. So ignore that point. Come on, Nico. Someone win that ball, man. Someone control the situation. This is the big half now, you know. Palace are not going to be sitting back doing what they did in the first half. They're going to come correct this second half. This is the moment now where we have to show, have we learned our lessons the last two games? Yeah? First half, nice. If we had got the second goal, life is good. We never got that now. So we have to be concentrating even more now. This is where the win's going to come from. It's not going to come from just spamming like beautiful, you know, total 90 football. It's going to come from the details now. Enzo, back to Cucurella. Are we noticing a bit more aggression in Palace's press? A Chimpong carries it, nice, confident, carry forward, opens up the angle to Gusto, overlap. Oh, Neto, but he finds him. Okay, sick play, come on boys. Ah, Palmer. That was a nice, delicious little like scoop pass back into Gusto. Offsides. Okay, come on, boys. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, let me just refresh that real quick. Okay, Palace. Time and space. Release that to Munoz, who keeps being the presence there. And, oh my God, see what I mean? This Munoz, man, his runs and behinds, yeah? He's really been unlocked even more this season at Palace. And Palace should have made that 1-1. This is what I mean by the fucking details now, yeah? How did Eze miss that? That is insane to me that Eze missed the moment to make it 1-1. Wow. But we don't have any control on Munoz. There's been like 4 runs he's made in this game in behinds. Yeah. He's been a massive outlet for Crystal Palace to play through us. And he's just putting first time crosses inside our box, asking us questions time and time again. Yeah. We need to... Yeah, it's a bit worrying, I have to say. I have a super chat though, CFCFR. I miss Loftus-Cheek. I mean, I do, but I feel like Loftus ain't the same Loftus now. I've accepted that. I think right now he wouldn't be necessarily needed, to be honest. Come on, Cuckoo. You know, like Munoz is really forcing Cuckoo and co to make these mad dashes all the time to try and cover him. Maybe we need to focus our attack down the left side a bit more, just to try and pin Munoz back. Because flipping Mitchell doesn't have the same quality in the final third compared to Munoz. You don't have that. So, I don't know. Are we going to see a tweak from Maresca soon or something? Because eventually we're going to get our Caicedo getting spun round, bro. What was that? See, second half has been a bit of an iffy start right now. Fucking hell. Sanchez, Gusto. Come on, man. And Munoz the menace again down the right. Thank God it's out of play. It's a bit of a nervy moment this last 5 minutes. No control from us. Crystal Palace naturally, they were going to come and change their approach second half. They're playing at home, start of the new year. It's a London flipping derby, yeah? So we need to see what can happen. I wonder what Maresca's thinking about right now. He's got these weird like facial mannerisms, though, doesn't he, Maresca? Like I've noticed. Like his lips are just doing absolute madness. Just twitching up. Yeah, it's a funny one, to be honest. Got a very interesting thinking face. But anyway, Saar, you know, I feel like has Saar like tucked inside in midfield a lot more now or something? Come on. Let's not fool ourselves with the pressing. We don't have to force it too much. Come on, boys. Force it back. Henderson. And they have an outlet in Mateta. Do we control this now? Levi up against him. He's a handful, man. He's a handful, Mateta. This is why. Oh, Caicedo spins his man. Okay, I've got a super chat here. The trim's very crisp. Bro, this is not this. Bro, this is like... I got this haircut on the 28th of last year. 28th, bro. It's been like 6 days now. Obviously, shout out my barber, Moody. Obviously, I get my haircut in Harrow. Yeah, he's just an elite barber. What can I say? Like, the fact that it's still looking crisp like a week later, I mean, you know, I'm blessed. What can I say? Anyway, Gusto still keeps that. This is your areas, Gusto. Plays it back inside. Smart option. Moises releases. Palmer first time. Palmer dead to ball. Plays it back to Sancho. Intercepted by Munoz. It's interesting. Could we decide to even shift back to more of a back three now that we have a lead to protect? Like, this is what I want to... Oh, Gusto. Ah, shit. Come on, let's win the second ball, boys. Great play, Moises with his chest. Brings it down. Keep the intensity up. Enzo with the overlapping behind. Gusto doesn't use him. He instead inverts. Occupies the space left by Enzo. Nice positional fluidity right then. And now we have some control on the ball again now. Bit of a... Okay, Levi. Carries it forward. Tries to find Palmer. Passing lanes blocked off. Plays it back to Cuckoo. Just maintain possession now. You know, just maintain it. Don't force it. Keep the ball a bit. Move Palace around a little bit now. You know, they're under pressure to get back in this game. See what I mean? The idea was good, but you're forcing something that no one was ready for. Yeah? That moment was just keeping the ball. Sometimes you can play a bit boring in games. Not every move is... It's not FIFA. Not everything has to be an attack every single time, in my opinion. See, Palace, I feel like we'll get undone by one of these crosses eventually, because Palace can't be playing these dangerous balls into the box for someone to not profit from them eventually, yeah? That's the one thing we have not been able to really control, is stopping the cross. And I feel like it's going to force a mistake eventually, which is what I'm getting a bit fearful of right now. Short corner. Back inside to Eze. Shits. Hits the shit cross from Eze. Not being as... I don't want to jinx nothing right now. Oh, fucking hell. Gusto, man. Ah, come on, Malo. What the hell was that? There must be nothing worse for a winger when you're running into space unmarked and the ball doesn't find you. That must be the most frustrating thing. I mean, that was a shit play from Gusto then. I'm sorry. Yeah, Palace, man, I knew it. Second half, they're stepping up, but putting us under a bit more pressure now. You know what? These are the types of games where I wish I had like Lavia, who was about just to try and like break up stuff with Moises. If there wasn't Maresca saying that, I mean, I've released a video. He wants a forwards and a strike and a midfield player. Could we potentially see Andre Santos getting records from Strasbourg? That would be the big interesting thing. Ugo Chukwu said to remain now at Southampton. Things are flowing about that you could see a return of Santos this January. So let's see. Anyway, set piece time. Sanchez, we're going to need you for this. Pick your men. Eze. Deep cross. Oh, fucking hell. Thank you, Sanchez. Bro, these crosses eventually, man. Palace got some big guys. Riches, Mateta, Lacroix, Guy. You know? The whole game plan has been early crosses, byline crosses, first time crosses. That's been it. Yeah, the second half is a different game now. It's a completely different game. Eze, please, shit one. Hit the first man. In swinger deep, but Sanchez, man. This is why this guy is so key for us, bro. Yes, Jackson, come on. This is the counter to kill the fucking game off, boys. Gusto, play it into fucking Jackson. Oh my God. I'm dumbfounded, man. I'm actually dumbfounded. Enzo, you beautiful man. You beautiful man, Enzo. But, chat, did you guys not see Gusto had an opportunity to slip that ball in first time to Nicholas Jackson? Did I just make something up that wasn't there? Was that not a moment then for Gusto? I think someone made a comment earlier in the first half about not being too impressed by Gusto. I didn't notice it as much in the first half. I feel like second half I'm noticing it a lot more now. You know, been a lot of sloppiness from Gusto so far. Let's see if Reece comes on for the last like 10, 15 minutes or something. But you know, when you got funny Reece James is like fully about. This is a guy every single time. Okay, Enzo the Travella, yeah. Okay. In behind to Jaden. First time touching the ball in like, what, 5 minutes? Oh, Sancho, quick feet. Back to Palmer. Palmer cuts inside. Spreads it wide to Cuckoo. Caicedo. Back to Chimpong, who carries it forward into space. Bit too much then, mate. But okay, Palace do not take advantage of that. And we're back on the attack again. That's it. Just keep the ball a bit. Just slow the pace down a little bit. Just like bring it down a bit now. Jimpong, he's deep, trying to attract Palace onto us a bit. Back to Robert Sanchez. That's it. Just keep the ball a bit now. That's it. Where's the option? Spreads it wide to Gusto. Gusto. Back inside to Moises. Moises to Sanchez. Sanchez. Okay, he's able to find Cuckoo around the left, and that's it. Now, can we find more options free in the other half now? You know, we've opened the game up a little bit now. Some decent possession of the ball. Neto is dropped, but that's it. He's dropped so Nico can run to the right channel. Holds the ball well. He tries to flick it outside the boot, but I feel like that's something he has to probably master still, to be honest. But then that was the right run. He keeps possession at least, throwing to us. We got the ball again. Gusto. Enzo Fernandez. So one difference we've seen, chat, is that Palmer's moved to the left side now, and Enzo's moved to the right hand side. So that's been the biggest tweak we've seen second half. And now we're just keeping possession of the ball again because it was getting a bit too frantic for my liking. Oh, beautiful. See? Come on, Palmer, you genius. Oh, come on. Outswinger. Gusto, is that yours? Oh, come on, ref. Okay, what are you guys saying in the chat? I saw the pass to NiiNii. Okay, the pass to Nico was there from Gusto. Like, sorry, you know, if it's just like Haaland that's Man City, and he didn't get that pass, someone's getting crucified. Maybe Jackson has to start being a bit more aggressive there. Because I didn't see a reaction to not being found in. He should be fuming. Fucking Gusto, what's wrong with you? I was here, you know? I don't know. Okay. Okay, so 65th minute, you're expecting to see Reece James. Let me just put the bench on real quick, chat. Who have we got on the little lineup on the bench again? Okay, Henderson's just moving the ball. Okay, Disasi, Tosin, Vega, James, Madueke, Felix, and Kunku Gu. I think naturally you're looking at Madueke and James as the first two. Hopefully Gu, you know. He has some positive words to say about him in the recent presser. And I think he's been a bit unlucky that Gu's not even got like a sub appearance in the last 10 minutes when we've been chasing games, you know? So let's see. Yeah, maybe Felix to replace Palmer to rest him at some point. But I think right now the fixture list is not as mad now. Obviously, we've got Morecambe next. I'd imagine you're going to see your Vegas and Felixes and Gu's and those guys starting that game, right? Gusto. Sanchez. Back to Cucurella, who plays it back inside again. Sanchez is just moving out wide to the right to receive. Achapun does that, plays it back inside to Enzo. First time over the top to Neto. Can you just put pressure on him? Don't foul him, but put pressure on him. Okay. Back to Palace now. Don't fall for it. Come on, Nico. That's it. Some decent pressing so far. Looking to close out all the passing options. Forcing Palace long. Eze. Nice control. They've kept the ball quite decent. Back into Mateta. Yeah, they've kept the ball pretty well, Palace. An attack now, but again. Is that Sancho there? Was that Sancho who tracked back then? I mean, you weren't seeing that United, but oh, Nico, beautiful scoop turn inside. Please find Palmer in behind. Palmer, can you get the shot off? He can't. Cruyff turn inside. Oh, that was such a delicious idea from Cole Palmer. Can Nico engineer something he doesn't? Penalty! Oh my God, what? Okay, maybe that wasn't a penalty, but that's not a foul. No, I have to see that again. That is outrageous. That was a little nice moment there, you know. I feel like keeping possession again is opening up Palace. Come on, good defending by Josh then. Look how high he gets up that field to force Eze back then. Yeah? That shows a good understanding of what is expected from him. I know Reece James will come in at some point, but I'm a little bit nervous. I just don't like this feeling that with James that was that a tackle? They're showing the replay now, that incident. Bro, is that not a penalty? That's a fucking penalty! No, that's a penalty, no? That's a penalty, isn't it? Like, chat, that's a penalty, right? That's a clear penalty. Oh, my lords. You can't be getting a reds. Is this a little booking, yeah? Yeah, you guys, like, you know, I'm not really that much of like a serious moderator. If you see comments that you don't agree with this, ignore it, you know? I mean, because if you think about, if you don't give it any attention, then there's like no point to the comment. I don't know, man. I mean, is there not a rule where they could get like retrospective action? You know, I mean, how does the VAR team miss that? That's outrageous. Like, you didn't even need VAR for that moment. Then in real time, that looked like a straight penalty. So this is the moment where I'm going to just have my hand on my beard the entire game. I'm going to be stroking it, just you know, feel a little bit of safety, because this game is going to be. Until we get that second goal. Oh, what a fucking switch ball by Enzo. Dead ball too, bro. Into the... Oh, Sancho, good idea. Oh, tries to release Neto. I've liked Neto today. The wingers, yeah, they've been cooking in this game so far. Oof. Neto, it'd be great if Neto gets a goal in this game, actually. He's been quite menacing against Crystal Palace so far. Yeah, you guys chat. You know, if you don't like the comments, don't engage with it. You know, like I know I could just ban and stuff, but I don't like doing that type of stuff, especially when it's like nerdy stuff we can just ignore. You know, don't be engaging in fights over Cole Palmer. Like you're doing what he wants. Okay, at least we've kind of limited Palace's threat a little bit again. Chimpong just uses brute force to try and save that situation. Obviously, these are little moments there where you're thinking, okay, if you have another 50 games playing for us or 100, that's how he'll become that player for us, right? But I think it's been a very promising Prem debut from it. No. Or, yeah, full start in the Prem, right? Obviously, he came on against Spurs as a sub. Oh, okay. Saw, you know, that right hand side a little bit, you know, it's got a little bit of danger in it. Eze being contained a little bit so far. Nico tries to put pressure. Lerma saves the situation. Lacroix, what a flipping... Okay, that is well defended by Gusto. And yes, Sanchez is off his line. Read the danger. And he controls that. And now Neto's release on the right. Just destroy Mitchell now. That's it now. Just skin this guy, man. Back inside. Like, sometimes it's like Neto. I feel like he's good enough where he doesn't have to go back inside as much. Could he have not just got past Mitchell then? Cucurella, Moises, back to Cole. Like, if the game can end like this, where we're just kind of controlling possession, I'll be happy with that, to be honest. I think the win is just more important than stat padding for me right now. Gusto, win that. Someone win, control the situation. That's it. Oh, man. Okay. Abdul, hey Nini, would you have Tamori, Cole, and Jalaba as our makeshift back three? Listen, in an alternate universe where the transfer ban was for like 5 seasons and not 1 season, I've listened. You guys have known that I've been long-term admirers of guys like Gurry and stuff. I've been saying for time, this guy's gonna be a top Prem defender. And the thing is, that became obvious to me on his debut against Man United in the Carabao Cup, because I was thinking, for your debut, this is such a composed performance where you're moving that ball beautifully. Like, you're actually showing technique on the ball. You're not just passing it to move it. You're showing what you're about. I was like, rah, this is someone who's going to have a big future here. And you're playing with 2 feet too. Sorry, guys, I had a little bit of a refresh then. I think Gusto's just saved that little counter-attack. Again, the right-hand side, bringing that counter-attacking threat. It's been bringing threat for Palace this entire game. You know, I'm worried that we'll get punished for it soon. I think maybe substitutions might be needed to inject a bit more intensity back in the game now, yeah? Munoz and these late runs and behinds, but we have no one there to pick them up. And now it's a fucking cross now. Eze trying to put a bit of an in-swinger in. And that's it, wasted. But can you spot someone? Okay, it's nah. Composure. And that's it. Plays a short pass to Enzo instead. Good. Don't force it if the option's not there. Neto. Come on, Neto, man. That's too ambitious, bro. But anyway, somehow we keep it. We keep the ball. Okay, I take that back. Cuckoo. Sancho. Up against his man. Beautiful pass. Nutmeg to find Cole. Into the path of Enzo. Enzo first time. I was getting Gallagher flashbacks then. But his arrival just didn't set him up properly to hit that shot first time. But again, you know, Enzo has made great strides in improving this part of his game, his late arrivals. That's unlucky. Just the angle was... You know, he opened up his foot as much as he could, but it was just not working for him. Anyway, Nico in front of his man. Oh my God. You know who I feel sorry for in this team sometimes? Listen, like Nico, I get you took the shot. But I'll be honest. A guy who I see forever unmarked on the opposite side, who never gets found, is this man right here. This man right here. Listen, I get it. Nico, I see why he's taking the shot. I'm not mad about it. Listen, if you're a striker who's playing for us and your first instinct is to get that on target, there's something wrong. I get that. But equally, you know, it's just something I noticed. You know, Pedro Neto forever is just unmarked. Is this proof that the team don't know how to fully play with him just yet? Maybe that's a small sign. Oh, shit. Kuka doesn't control that at Jimpong. Great slide tackle to block that then. Great defending from a Jimpong to read that danger. Bro, like, this kid's been called into action today. Like, he's had to show that he can play at this level. Like, this is a game where it's not for the faint-hearted right now. Good defending, Enzo. Okay. Palace, right hand side, Munoz. Force Munoz back. But again, chat, just to give you guys another quick update about the tactical changes in this game. I'm now understanding why Cole Palmer and Enzo shifted sides. I get it now. Palmer moved there so we can occupy Palace more down the right side to limit Munoz making those darting runs forwards. So that was Maresca reacting to the threat that Palace had come with. And this is why recently, the last 10 minutes, we have not seen Munoz having as much license being the spare man down that right hand side. Like, you know, I just love like the tactical shit sometimes, I have to say. Oh, Sancho, no, not like this, not like this. Oh, great block, Levi. Great defending, Levi. Great defending, Levi. Great defending, Levi. Great defending. Yeah, great defending. Sancho, I thought he had it under control. Just got out-muscled. Colwell times that beautifully. And yeah, Sancho's been too good today. Yeah, we couldn't be getting undone by that. I'm sorry. But superb defending by Levi Colwell. Yeah, people telling me this guy is overrated. Like, sometimes, you know what? This year I have to stop reading comments or reading opinions from like the casual fans, man. They just never get nothing, to be honest. I sound arrogant, I know, but come on, I've been doing this for how many years? I physically just can't be engaging or even seeing what they're saying anymore. Oh, Neto. Oh, what a fucking cross to... Oh, unlucky. But this is why we need to have a focal point. This is why maybe another striker is going to be key. Because I think Nico, it's going to be hard for this guy to maintain playing full 90s or 80 minutes every week. But we can't afford to not have that focal point up front. Because look at that passing behind from Neto. If you had Nkunku in that area, would Neto feel obliged to play that ball over the top? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So let's see what we do in January. Seems like we could do something. Kolo Muani. I'm going to be having a reaction analysis video on Muani. I think this is an interesting player considering the context, yeah, of this season right now. Anyway, big guys in the far post. Can we kill the game off? There's been so many crosses in this game. I would love to see us scoring from a cross now. Palmer, fucking hell, Palmer. I know he said he never like works on dead balls. Maybe he should be putting a bit of work into these dead balls now. Yeah. Like, you know, I've always kind of preferred the outswinging cross from the right because I feel like defenders and players can attack the ball better with their head then. Like me outswinger, like, you know, away from the keeper. Oh. Yes, Nico. Come on, win that ball, boys. Control that situation. Okay. Stop him taking it early. That's it. Good play. Good play. But even like little details like that, we weren't always a team that would be able to control the 50-50s, the second ball moments. We would actually lose a lot. And last season, we got hit at the transition how many flipping times. So we've shown, the team's shown the improvement in like, you know, playing off the ball. Oh, great defending, Levi. Great defending. Kukre is there. That's it, boys. Come on, another 15 minutes. Enzo, it might be sub time soon. I want to see subs not only give intensity, but I want subs to just like kill the game. You know, waste time. I want to see you use all 5 subs. Anyway, Neto, you know, very energetic performance. I feel like with his performance today, I don't think you can really argue against why Medweke wasn't picked ahead of him, to be honest. I'm not worried about that at all, to be fair with you. Yeah, it takes a bit of a knock to the face then from Lerma, who's been called into action a lot, Lerma. Was he the guy that scored that banger against us from like 25 yards like a few seasons back? Lerma. Yeah, Carr. I mean, it wasn't intentional. It wasn't intentional. I can't say nothing about that. But it's going to hurt though. Especially like on a cold, wet pitch as well. Oof. Okay, Moises. Just, yeah, nice. Safety first, my guy. Safety first. Levi. A Chimpong. Gusto, who's inside for him? No one is. He's forced to play it back inside again. Left foot. Caicedo. He's just like one of the best in the league now. Like in these areas under pressure. He's just like so press resistant these days. You know? Like you could tell last season when he first came here, not fully fit. Still needing some confidence in himself after being signed for a massive amount of money, having all this attention on him. That the confidence clearly was the thing that was affecting his game. But now that he knows what he's about, I mean, yeah. This is why we splashed money for this guy. Okay, Enzo. I mean, both teams' second half, they've been flirting against each other, you know. Just tempting, you know, each other with potential scoring opportunities. There's not been much on target yet from either team. Second half. But the game's still, like, delicately poised, you know. I think if we can get a 1-0 win in this manner, I think it'll be a top performance, I'll be honest with you. Because Palace have asked us some questions anyway. Nico. Nice play by Nico. Come on, Gusto. Overlap on the right. That's it. Can we get the fucking second? Cut back inside Neto. Oh, unlucky. This is what I mean. Like, this second half has been full of these, like, dangerous moments that both teams are producing. It's just to see a bit more luck and quality now going our way. But again, another well-worked move. Palace, again, actually, both teams have had no answers to each other's third-man overlaps. It's been like a big weapon that we've definitely taken advantage of in this game. Neto. Good play, Neto. Just holds that ball up. That's it. He puts in that work for the team, man. That's it. Gusto. Stick to your man. Moises is there just to deal with any danger that comes his way. Yes, a Chimpong. Oh, it doesn't get there. But I guess it. We put pressure on Palace. Sancho now releasing the left-hand side. Running at Munoz, forcing him back. Deads the ball, plays it back inside. And again, you know, like I was saying, that decision to just swap Palmer and Enzo. Palmer moving to the left means Munoz can't get forward as much. So great management from Maresca today, I have to say. But yeah, I feel like Jackson must be feeling a bit tired now. Done a lot of work off the ball. A lot of fighting off defenders. Like if you've kicked ball, which I'm sure 95% of this chat have done, you know that you're losing a lot of energy when you're holding the ball off players and doing the tackling and stuff like that. I just think that, okay, could it be wise for us if we're not going to use Gu consistently, do we get a striker on loan? Oh, that's it. Come on. We win those battles, boys. We win these battles now. Nice and tight to Mateta. Oh, shit. That's it. Give the foul away. Good. I don't care, man. I don't care. Foul. Thank you, Enzo. Good. That's what I mean. I know it's a bit of a, you know, late one, but you need to show this type of side sometimes, you know. Okay, cool. You get past me. The ball can get past me. You're not going to get past me. Good. And maybe Munoz might not be making as many runs now after that. Anyway, speaking of strikers, I was thinking Nico's looking a bit tired right now. See Maresca trusting the squad. This is Mark Yu now. There's one thing you're guaranteed to get from Yu is this guy is no slouch off the ball. This guy is going to run, this guy is going to press, and this guy is going to hound. Sometimes you just need that. You just need that near the end. I don't think Nico's been bad today. Unlucky he couldn't score. But again, this is a good team performance from him, yeah? When we're fucking giving credit to Timo Werner for doing this type of stuff, you cannot take that away from Nicholas Jackson today, yeah, please. Anyway, Mark Gu, come on Gu. At least we have like an aerial guy in Gu as well. Anyway, Palmer, first time over the top. Asking, see, Gu is just relentless. Straight there, pressing. And he forces the mistake and he gets us high up the field now. Great play, Gu. It's one of these types of games where, like I was saying, the details matter, man. Yeah? It's not about the total, total 90 football. It's about, are you going to stick to your man? Are you going to be disciplined? Are you going to do your job, basically? That's how we're going to get this win today. That's the context of today's game. Cuckoo inside to Caicedo's added a nice little bit of composure in front of our defence, which is good to see. And it feels like we've now reverted back to more of a like usual back three with Gusto, Ajimpong and Kobel. Am I seeing Enzo and Caicedo more on the pivot now? It feels like I'm seeing that now. Come on, Palmer. Not like that, Palmer. Not like that, Palmer. Not like that, Palmer. Palmer! Oh, fucking hell, man. Palmer. Palmer, man. This is another game where Nico goes off and boom. You know, I thought we did really flipping good against Mateta in this game, I have to say. I thought we'd done really good against Mateta in this game. Really good. And I just think Palmer, I don't know what he was doing then. Don't know what Cole was doing then. There was no need for any of that. Forcing Hollywoods for no reason. Yeah, you cost the team that, man. Come on, man. That is frustrating. That's frustrating. Maybe on balance, a draw is a fair result for both teams, but I'm not here for fairness today, man. I'm here for 3 points, for God's sake. I just don't get what Cole was seeing or what he was attempting, man. The team wasn't ready for him to get dispossessed then. Oh. It actually feels a bit surreal that we've just conceded because I think it's been a pretty decent performance from us today, I have to say. I have to see that replay again, but yeah, we were screwed, bro. Palmer, I don't get it. Listen, I think one of the decisive moments of the second half was the penalty not given to us. That was a penalty, and that should have been 2-0 then, because you know Cole Palmer is scoring that. Anyway, Noni's coming on right now. Are we going to introduce Nkunku? I mean, let's see what happens, but we have to go for broke now. The game plan's out the window now. It's a different game now. Last 10, 15 minutes. I don't think we deserve to have conceded. I think it's been a very good team performance in general. See, one mistake in this league, man. One mistake at this level, and you get punished every single time. It's just unrelenting sometimes, you know? Anyway, yeah, Gu just pushed off the field then. Free kick. Oh, you guys are fucking blind. It's Kobel's dirt. That's Kobel's fault now. You guys just don't know what you're watching sometimes, honestly. I'm not even going to pay attention to these comments, man. Yeah, Neto, just, yeah. Listen, there's a reaction time. There's still a bit of time left for a last minute winner. But I'm not going to lie, it's, we'll need some luck now, I feel. If we get something, we're going to need some luck now. Palmer, for God's sake, get this fucking dead ball on target. Yeah, and stop hitting the first man now. Maybe this is why Maresca wants mids. Does he feel more comfortable than if he subs off Palmer for more like solidity in midfields? Enzo, come on, Cole, please. Oh. Come on, man. Please, this performance can't be going to waste like this now. A mistake can't let this performance go to waste now, yeah? Kukurea. Ajimpong. Carries it forwards. Bursts into space. Inside to Palmer. Oh, Palmer, man. It's just too, like, you're forcing it a bit too much, bro. Just release it wide to Gusto, man. Stop playing for yourself right now and play for the team a little bit, yeah? Enzo, can you take the shot off? Oh! Madueke is finally on. Sancho's off. Yeah, I think that's the right call now. I think Neto's to the left inside. Can he put some crosses inside the books? And Tekia for some... Okay, and Tekia for Eze. Damn, man. I thought we were containing Mateta quite good. And it's funny that he scores a goal when it's not even about him having to play man-to-man now. I have to see that equaliser again. I mean, could more have been done when Palmer lost the ball? Or, I don't know. I just think Palmer lost that in a pretty bad area then, to be honest. Yes, Levi. Come a bit of head tennis. Someone win that. Gu. Come on, Mark. Come on, Mark. Who's supporting him? Who's supporting him? Tries to play it back inside. Back inside against Enzo. Gets his body in front of the man. Great play by Enzo. Into the feet. Doesn't get it. Don't get the second ball. Just clatters into Lacroix. Ah, shits. Fuck. Is this the next booking? No. Yeah, Enzo's... Yeah, I know he was holding his heart then. Ooh. Is that the referee admitting that he messed up, not giving us a penalty second half? Because, yeah, that was a stonewall penalty against Neto, I have to say. Come on, boys. There's enough left in the tank now to get a last minute something. You know, second half was a lot harder against Palace. You know, Glasner, of course, stepped up. But I thought we've controlled things against them quite good. Well read then by Chimpong. Again, you know, Corwin and Chimpong, they've been decent in defence, I have to say. Anyway, Caicedo doesn't control that then. Palace now, ball on the right. Munoz plays it back inside. Lamba on the ball. Tries to slot that in then to Kamada. But Neto. So Madueke is on the right. Neto, man. The speed boost. It can't always be speed boost all the time, bro. That can't be your only way to get past the man. Come on, I know we can get one opportunity at least. Oh, fuck, man. Like, we made some decent half-chance moments and threatening moments where you're just thinking, you know, there was moments there to get the second goal. There was moments there to get the second one. I mean, you needed that second goal in a game like this today. Gusto. Come on, man. It's more incision on the out wide now. Oh, good play, Neto. Into the feet of Palmer. Moises, who's he found? Spreads it wide to Cuckoo. Into the feet of Noni. Oh, can he at least win the corner? Please, corner. Okay, come on, please. I need this to go in. I need this to go in. I actually need this goal to go in right now. Please. We've seen a million crosses today. Can we finally score from one? Fucking hell, man. Please, boys. Let's get this. Come on, extra time. Has to be at least 5-6 minutes extra time. That's a free kick again. Free kick. Good. Good. Free kick. Come on. 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Fuck's sake, Cole, man. You slacked off second half, bro. You slacked off second half. Still taking their set pieces. Let Neto take this, man. Oh. Bro, I'd even play the Sassy up front now if I had to. Come on, Palmer. That's not come on, man. It's got to be like a David Beckham times Zidane, Roberto Carlos special if you're going to try and play across against Mateta and all these, man. Come on, can we get it forward fast? Gusto into the feet of Neto. Neto. Fucking hell, man. Oh, like what, 2.5 minutes left. Chat, I don't know if we can do this, to be honest. I'm just praying that something can happen for us right now. Like, yeah, man. Listen, when Maraska was saying Ipswich, we should have had more, we didn't. I thought they outplayed us. I think today, if he says we deserved a bit more, I think we did, to be honest. It's been a hard game against Palace, who've had decent form recently. It's been a hard game, but I think we were answering a lot of their questions that Palace were posing us. So it feels a bit harsh and we're not getting 3 points today. Mateta, come on, don't let heads drop now. Listen, at least keep the point. At least keep the point. No Fulham shit now, boys. At least keep the point. That's it. Concentrate. The point still matters now. Oh shit. Oh my god. What kind of fake shot was that then? Come on, can we get one last breakaway? Gusto. I want to see 23-24 Gusto now, man. Fucking hell. Inside. Yeah, the commenter who was on Gusto. Yeah, I see what you've been seeing, man. I apologize for not seeing it first off. Yeah, I think you were definitely right today. It's us hope and pray, bro. Cole Palmer, yeah? Palmer, far post with the heads. Nonsense. Absolute nonsense. We got to take the point. It's been a hard game. Got to show respect to the opposition, you know. But yeah, I just feel like there was, in this game in particular, there was a few moments to make this 2. There was a few moments, yeah. Fumbled it, man. One mistake, and it got fumbled. I guess maybe that's another thing that tells us we're not title challengers, right? Like, are we good enough to win a tight game by a goal, you know? It feels like we need at least 2 in every game we play in. We need at least 2 goals to boost our chances of securing something. Yeah, that's the reality. And maybe this is another example as to why we aren't yet title challengers. I mean, look at the Palace defenders, man. You see the reaction of that Palace defense then on their knees. They knew they had a hard game today. Yeah, this was like both teams were properly on it. We just about edged it, in my opinion. I think we edged it. But we just didn't have the fortune in our way. A few of the final balls weren't on point. But there was battles all over the field, man. This was listen, people will be crying and complaining, oh, we're shit, this, that, and all the, you know, boring online shit. But as a pure spectacle, this was an engaging, hard-fought contest from both teams. And I don't leave here feeling like the team flopped. I don't leave here feeling like the boys let me down. I don't leave here feeling any negatives whatsoever at all. Yeah, this is one of those games that's just like, it's a shame the result wasn't in our way. But listen, for some of you, man, that might be, you know, crying right now, listen, you cry about everything. But for me, I don't know. This was like an earnest performance, and it was a hard game. And unfortunately, we just didn't have the little bit of luck we needed just to seal this out. Because if we had got a win today, this would have been an impressive win, in my opinion, because this was a tough game. You can see it with the reactions from the players, you know. It is what it is. But anyway, I'm seeing poor man management again. I don't see what was poor with the man management, to be honest with you. I don't agree with that. You know, it's not FIFA, man. This is real life. This is the Premier League, yeah? You have to understand that the level is very high. I don't think we appreciate that. We see Crystal Palace, we think, oh, they're like 14th, they're shit. Bro, it's not in this country, man, yeah? We did a lot of good things in this game. I can't believe a lot of you guys would feel like we did bad things. We did a lot of good things in this game, yeah? We just didn't... That little bit of luck we needed, you know, a little giveaway from Palmer in the wrong area of the fields, yeah, that's what cost us today. Because I don't see Palace breaking us down. Once we stopped Munoz down the right side, where was Palace's threat coming from in that second half, yeah? That's how I see things. But Nini, what did you see that was good? Oh, come on, you guys, man. You guys are so results focused that you just completely forget everything about the game, yeah? I can't believe I have to explain what you thought was good in this performance today. I think that's outrageous, to be honest. You know, again, it's a reminder, though, that do we have those final details patterns to be a title challenger? You know, I think there's enough still in the tank to get top 4. But again, you know, title challengers, when we won the league, yeah, we were winning a lot of games with clean sheets. We were winning a lot of games by 1 goal margin. I don't think this team can win consistently by a goal margin. We're not there yet. Yeah, I'm seeing the equalizer again. Yeah, I feel that was on Cornwall then. Not Cornwall, on Palmer then for trying to play it forward in a position where he couldn't even turn, and then he gets caught out. You know, Sarr breaks away, and then we're just out of position then. It's annoying. Yeah, Palace. Oh, so Palace ran 2 kilometers more than us. We had a lot of touches in their books, which we did, but we weren't able to get shots off, or they got blocks. Palmer, 37 passes, 73% pass accuracy. Yep, I can understand that. Only 2 shots on target. Obviously, you scored the goal again. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's a shame. Prince, too reactionary in the game. That's just fear. He showed in the past he can do that. I have not seen that last games. No manager out. Okay. All right. Yeah, you guys, I'm going to get ready for this review now. Get this shit posted up. Yeah, you guys are absolutely mad, yeah. Because I feel like because a lot of you guys haven't kicked ball, I think you forget about like the elements of the game. You know, this is a game where Palace was... Did you not see all the contests and battles and fights? Did you see players that were slouching off the ball, that weren't looking to win every tackle with like tenacity? Did we not see good performances from Chimpong and Colwood against Mateta, who's like one of the best target men forwards, like target man, you know, bodies into guys like in the league. Yeah, we do not see all the breakaways. But it's the first half just like a memory to most of you guys. It's the first half. Have you forgotten about all the moments that we created? Now listen, 2-0 was a possibility with the way we started this game. Palace then naturally reacts because they weren't expecting us to use a 4-1-4-1. It's a bit hard. Obviously, Munoz for Palace, he's bombing down one of the best, most informed wingbacks in the Prem this season. But then Maresca reacts. He says, Palmer, you go to the left. That's going to stop Munoz going forwards. Enzo, you go to the right-hand side. And then the game gets a bit, it gets a bit combative, right? Obviously, we're keeping possession of the ball. Still see a few moments. Of course, Nico Jackson can't do the decisive actions. You know, Neto is very unlucky that he was never found for great positions he found himself in. Enzo takes some good shots. Fortunately, can't get them on target. You know, there was enough in us today where I think a 2-goal leads was a strong possibility before Palace could do anything. And I think we're actually a lot closer in this game to making it 2 compared to it being 1-1, I have to say. So like I said, you know, these are small examples of many pros that I saw in this game. But I just honestly think I got to give some credit to Palace because it was a hard game. But I think, again, I just felt like when Palace posed us questions, I thought we were answering them. So it's a shame that a mistake cost us the lead and they equalise. It is what it is, though. And again, maybe it's another reality check and reminder that it's still a bit of work in progress. Maresca's been religiously saying it this season. But like I said, I don't leave this game feeling like the boys let us down or they weren't good enough or they were shit, blah, blah, blah. I feel like if you guys think that, you might have like a really simple idea of football and you need to start showing a bit more respect to like the game, you know what I mean? Like understand what's going on, why things are hard, you know what I mean? But anyway, yeah, you guys, I'm going to bounce now, get ready for this review. Maybe I might even release like a post-match stream just to like chat about the game some more or something, you know what I mean? But listen, I think at least in a game like this, we didn't flip and lose it and we kept the point. That's going to help us long term securing top 4 than playing well and getting nothing. So yeah, it is something, to be honest. Ronan, not going to lie, man, it's not even being positive. It's just seeing things objectively. If you want the reactionary stuff, I'm not the channel for that. I think you guys should know what I'm about after all these years online, right? So if you're seeing it as just blind positivity, yeah, bro, you might want to consider what the fuck you're doing here, to be honest. But anyway, yeah, I feel like I'm just getting a bit tense now. I'm just going to stop reading the comments and I'm going to, yeah, get ready to do this review now. So, yeah, thank you guys for all the love. Thank you guys for being involved. It's really annoying about the result. Obviously, 3 points is what we needed, man, to start this new year off. But yeah, hopefully at least, you know, we can take some of these positives forwards into future games and make something happen here. You know what I mean? But anyway, yeah, thank you to everyone who sent super chats, who's been involved, who's commented and all that good stuff. Much love. Have a good New Year's and hopefully see you guys later for the match review. Cool.